In an order dated 3rd of June 2024, the MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs, via its Office of Registrar of Companies attached to Rajasthan High Court Jaipur, has imposed a heavy penalty on Yota Agro Ventures Private Limited, whom we popularly know as Growpital, and its directors Rituraj Sharma and Krishna Joshi. The total penalty imposed is a whopping 1 crore 47 lakhs and 57,000 rupees. Not a good news for Rituraj, the CEO and founder of Growpital. So why was this order passed by MCA? So it has all to do with the NCDs, or the non-convertible debentures, which were floated by Growpital to raise money for their business. So what are NCDs? You can imagine them as bonds where investors buy these NCDs for a particular amount, a return is promised for this money at a particular interest rate, and at the end of the tenure, the principal and returns are returned to the investor. Nothing wrong in that. It turns out that when the companies raise money via NCDs, they are governed by the Section 42 of the Companies Act 2013, which primarily deals with the private placement of securities, and NCDs are considered securities. More specifically, the Clause 7 of the Section 42 says that no company issuing securities under this section shall release any public advertisements or utilize any media, marketing, or distribution channels or agents to inform the public at large about such an issue. And this is where Growpital has run into problems with the law and the registrar. The registrar, in its order, has mentioned that it was observed from the information available in public domain that Growpital used the service of Tyke platform for issue of the NCDs. Rituraj, in association with Tyke, took an online AMA session on YouTube, which really stands for Ask Me Anything session, whereby he conducted online pitching session to interact and inform members registered on the Tyke channel regarding company's background, etc., to induce the public in the subscription of NCDs. The NCDs were also publicized through other social media platforms, including Twitter, LinkedIn, Telegram, etc., promising 19% returns no less. And therefore, the registrar concluded that Growpital was in violation of the Section 42 Clause 7 of the Companies Act 2013, and according to the provisions of the law, it has imposed a penalty on Growpital for rupees 1 crore and on Rituraj and Krishna Joshi each, I repeat each, for rupees 23 lakhs 78,500. Therefore, the total penalty imposed exactly equals the amount of money raised by the NCDs. But this is just the penalty. The MCA order further states that Growpital and directors, that is Rituraj here, are directed to refund all money with 19% promised interest per annum to all the 183 debenture holders. So it is a double whammy for Rituraj. Not only does he have to return the money, he has to also pay the penalty in addition. To make things worse, the MCA order mentions that officers, that is Rituraj in this case, will have to pay the penalty imposed on him, which is 23,78,500, from his personal sources or income. Remember, Growpital's bank accounts are frozen, but the personal bank account of Rituraj is no longer frozen. However, how much money still remains there is anybody's guess. The penalty has to be paid within 30 days of the order, and time is running out as I make this video. 3 days are already gone from the order dated 03 June 2024. If the penalty is not paid within time, then there can be a further penalty of 1 lakh as well as 6 months of imprisonment too. Phew, you don't want to be in Rituraj's shoes at the moment. So do Rituraj or Growpital have any legal recourse? Yes, they can file an appeal within 60 days. I'm almost certain that Rituraj would file an appeal because there does not seem to be any choice left. Now, retracting a little bit. So how did Growpital come under the registrar's radar? The order mentions that a gentleman called Mr. Abhishek Modak filed a complaint against Growpital stating that Growpital is raising money without filing appropriate forms. The exact date when this complaint was filed is not mentioned. The registrar then dug out that the Growpital had indeed filed the forms for raising the money via NCDs, but also found in the process that it publicized them and was thus in violation of the Section 42, Clause 7 of the Companies Act. Interesting thing is that though the date of complaint from Mr. Abhishek Modak is not mentioned, what is mentioned is that when the registrar did find the violation in the matter of NCDs, it issued a show cause notice to Growpital on the 6th of December 2023. So clearly, the complaint must have been filed surely before that. Note that SEBI had mentioned in its order that it had received complaints about Growpital in June 2023. It would be interesting to know if Mr. Abhishek Modak had also complained to SEBI. Be that as it may, the registrar, having issued the show cause notice on the 6th of December 2023, fixed a date of hearing on the 5th of Feb 2024. The Growpital lawyers assured the registrar during the hearing that they would provide the details of the matter ASAP, and thus the hearing was adjourned to 6th of May 2024. Surprisingly, the order states that on the hearing date of 6th of May 2024, nobody appeared at the hearing from Growpital. That seems to be a howler. Surely, Rituraj can't say, "Hey, I simply forgot to appear at the hearing." This is unthinkable how it was handled by the Growpital legal team. So therefore, the registrar then passed this order imposing the penalty. The link to the MCA order is present in the description of this video. The order is much shorter than the SEBI orders and would be a quick read, so I encourage you to read that. And while you go through it, please also consider subscribing to my channel. So what about the investors? Mercifully, the Tyke platform has already purchased the NCDs from the investors, so the investors have already got their returns. If Growpital refunds any money, it will go to Tyke. Question is, if there are any other platforms who have exposure to Growpital NCDs. I had a quick word with the Tap Invest founder, Nishya Nath, and he confirmed that Tap Invest does not have any exposure to Growpital NCDs, so this does not affect them at all. Tap Invest does have exposure to lease assets of Growpital, but that is a different matter. It seems that the news is tightening on Growpital and Rituraj, its CEO and founder. At the moment, it appears that Rituraj is staring down the barrel of the legal guns trained at him by MCA and SEBI. Will he survive? Will we get our money back? These are some of the questions which only time would tell us the answer to.